Yeah.
Give it up. Big applause. Come on. Man, her mother would be so happy to hear that you did that to her. I'm actually living her mother's dark future. My current present. Yeah, my name is Socrates. I am an American. See that? The slow wheels of justice. Yeah, you guys like fascism. Yeah. What do you think you were cheering for? You paid no attention? Where's Texas? You Texas? You Texas? You're Texas, yes. Naked, huh? No gun. You feel okay?
I'll be alright.
How long you been here?
15 years.
15 years.
Yeah, long enough.
Oof. I'm wondering myself, is that like, it could be for the Netherlands, I'm not really sure. I've been here 14 years. It was for you. It was definitely for you. Yeah, I'm sorry for that. I'm getting my citizenship.
Mazel tov.
Appreciate that. That silence is because most of them are Dutch. And usually what they'll do is it's a long silence and they're like, okay, woo, yay. You gotta be positive for them, yeah. Old and broken, yeah, that's what the country needs. Unless there's a lot of expats, then there's a lot of big cheering, you know. Especially if it's Russian expats, because they sympathize with me completely. In many ways, more than they really should, but nonetheless. Yeah, I've been living here, like I said, 14 years. I'm a Greek, basically my dad's Greek, and I'm raised in America. And I've been finding that life is very arc-like. I don't know if you know about this or not. Is everybody young in this room? Yeah. See, that's the fun part of the arc. That's the going up and getting better every day part of the arc. That's the good part. I remember that part of the arc. All us old people remember it. Then there's that flat plateauing part, which is kind of good. You know, everything works out all right. And that was just a little while ago. And then there's this sort of sliding down the other side of the arc part where it burns. It burns the whole way down. That's what I've been finding out anyway. So, yeah. There's a lot of things that are arc-like I found in life. Like relationships seem to have an arc, you know. Anybody in a relationship?
Yeah.
That lack of enthusiasm is that's mid-arc right there. Because you know what? People in the beginning of the arc, they're not here. They're home right now. They're going, they bought tickets, but they're still having sex home right now. Juicy part of the arc. Ooh, I remember it. Kind of. That's the problem with the downside. You start forgetting the good side at the beginning of the arc too, which kind of sucks. Yeah, I've been doing a tour of the sick houses here in the Netherlands. I've been going to the hospitals. Is this a healthy crowd? Anybody break a bone? Bunch of healthy, coordinated people. I'm not one to. Anybody had surgeries? Yeah, a couple surgeries. A couple. Yeah. I've had 6 broken bones, 7 surgeries, and last month I had my first stroke. Yeah.
First Amendment.
I mean, you know, I hope. Well, not hope. I mean, you know, I don't know. I'm open for the future. I don't. You know, God opens one door and pushes you through it. You hit the ground and you wake up later. It's done. It's part of the arc. It's the downside of the screaming bloody part, you know. Yeah, it's weird because a while ago, basically this last year has been a thrilling experience of going to therapy in hospitals for me because a year ago, in March, I learned a Dutch word against my will. That word was aangereden. Yeah, that's not a great word. It means to be slammed into because I was aangereden door een scooterklootzak. Because I got ran into by an asshole in a scooter. Yeah. Came around this blind corner and he was coming the other way and didn't see me. He was on the wrong side of the path. I tried to explain to him all the various things he was doing wrong. I didn't have any time, but I just said, ah! And then I went flying through the air like a bird. And I landed like an octopus. I sort of broke half of my arms. And I found out something interesting that day, that if you ask for an ambulance in the Netherlands, they will say to you, "Are you going to pass out?" And at the time, I thought the broken arm was sufficient, so I said no, and they said, "Take a taxi." Some things you do not need to embellish to make them better. So I said to the guy, I think I might pass out. We'll send an ambulance. Woo! Squeaky wheel gets the 112. That's the 911 for you, remember? Now, fast forward to a month ago, by the way, when I called up and said, I think I had a stroke, they were like, "We'll send you an ambulance." Yeah. So if you might have broken a leg and you just need the ambulance, ask for the stroke ambulance. I'm not really sure. They showed the hell up instantly, is all I'm saying. But the ambulance that picked me up, unlike a taxi, he had fentanyl. You can get fentanyl from a taxi. But you got to know the guy, you got to set it up, wait around, he doesn't show up. It's a whole process. But the ambulance guy, who hooked me up. And oddly enough, though, when he gave me the saline, I was like, oh, that felt so good. Because it did. And he said, that was the saline. Oh, okay. He said, here's the fentanyl. Nothing. Completely horrible drug, highly addictive. I did not enjoy it. But I did get to the hospital. She said to me, "Would you like a shot of morphine?" The day was getting better. Yeah, I'll take a shot. And if you've never had morphine, it's the best. Anybody had morphine in here for medical reasons? Fun reasons? Even better. I think it balances if you're wounded more, so I haven't had it without an injury, but morphine's like a warm hug and a cold night. So if they ever give you the option to take some morphine, take it, See, with my case, I saw the x-ray, and I had an x-ray when the doctors looked at it, they went, "Ugh," which is a really shitty reaction from any doctor whatsoever. They should internalize at the very least. I saw it, I said, "Hope that's not me." So, "That's you, all right. Would you like another shot of morphine?" "Yes, please." They treated me with what they call conservative treatment. You know what this is? Nothing. Just nothing. They gave me the blue strap. Anybody had the blue strap? Oh, you're all healthy. None of you have had it. You ever see anybody with a blue strap? You see us out there, us clumsy people. The blue strap that goes around you, it's blue, it's got a piece of Velcro, so you know it's modern. And they gave me the strap and sent me home with the optimistic term, "It comes good." Therapists, doctors, they will all tell you it comes good. My butcher told me it comes good too. But I believed him because he knows bones, So they sent me home with this optimism and told me to keep exercising. And for about a year and a half, I could only raise my arm about so far. And they told me to keep pushing it up. So I was in my backyard, literally kind of keep my arm exercise, waving to my neighbors. Get this horrible vibe from everybody. I was in Enschede recently, which is really near Germany, and they understood completely what was going on. So I went back to my doctor about 8 months later. I said, "Doc, I can't get my arm higher than this. I have arm erectile dysfunction. The first step in coming good is getting up, and I can't get it higher than that." And he said, "Helaas appendicus," which is a useless Dutch saying. If you don't know, it means "oh well, peanut butter." It's not helpful, is it? Doesn't help in any way, shape, or form. But it rhymes. And the Dutch love a good rhyme. That's one of my favorite things about the Netherlands is the Dutch in general is sort of a rhyming language. And I was here about 3 months, and I was taught a strange Dutch phrase, which is "noken in de koken." It's just a rhyming thing. It means, unfortunately, fucking in the kitchen. And I have no idea how to use "noken in de koken" in context. I have asked many of people. No one said, "Oh, you use it this way." Maybe on Tinder. The one thing I think is possible when you combine "helaas appendicus" and "noken in de koken," you end up with satay sauce. So anyway, as far as arcs go, I'm hoping that my arc keeps going a little longer at this point. The one thing I did learn, because on that day actually, it was a hot sunny day. We don't get hot sunny days here, as you well know. Now global warming, woo! Yeah. It's great for our weather. But it was a day that it was hot and nice out. I went outside and I had a little stroke because I was alone and I was happy. But I got tired afterward, which one does. And I took a nap and then I had a big stroke. And I woke up and I couldn't really walk. And if you have these issues, don't screw around, call 112. But the one thing I learned, and I think we can all take this as a lesson, is a day with a stroke is not nearly as nice as a day with a stroke and an orgasm. You know, then in the end, a day with a comedy show is nice, but a day with a comedy show, an orgasm. I'm just suggesting it, you never know. Live each day as it might be your last, because one day you'll be right. Enjoy it while you can. My name is Socrates.